Yeah, so then I joined this band when I was 15, and we went on the road, and so from a very, very early age, I was treated as one of the guys. Then that band I was in, we then got the gig on the QE2, and we came across the Atlantic and went to New York, and then I was there for a couple of years, from when I was about 16, 17 years old, until I went back, and then I started. Then I went to London, and I started playing a lot in London, and all kinds of things started to happen. And the biggest thing that happened for me at that time, I was asked to. I guess I would have been about 18, I think, and I was asked to do an opening set for Barney Kessel at the 100 Club in London, and in the audience was Ike Isaacs, who was playing guitar with Stephen Grappelli at the time. And I knew Ike Isaacs because I used to listen to him on the radio when I was very small, in the late 50s, early 60s, and Ike said, "Look, come around the house, and I'll show you a few things." And I sat down. I could play the guitar reasonably well at that time, but he sat down and played things on the guitar, and it just opened my mind. I just couldn't believe, the whole harmonic thing and the whole possibilities of playing the guitar, and playing the guitar as a solo instrument, as a complete instrument. And that was the biggest awakening that I had, because before that I'd only just been kind of playing at it, really. And then when I realised, when Ike sat down that day, I sat in his front room, and I thought, wow, this is serious stuff. I didn't realise I was getting involved in this. I better start working now.
Is that when you started learning theory a little bit more? I mean, obviously you'd had a knowledge of theory before that.
Not really, no. When I was asked to do that gig on the QE2, the guy rang me up and he said, I was only 16, and he said, "You've been recommended by the trumpet player to come play in the band." And he said, "I realise you're very young." He said, "I can be your guardian I'll sign this form and it'll be okay." I was actually the youngest person ever to play on a British cruise ship, and he said to me, he said, "We're going to New York, and then we're going to be all around the Caribbean, and we're going to be doing this and all that." Fantastic. Where I grew up was dreadful. He said, "Oh, there's just one thing." He said, "Can you read music?" I said, "Yeah, of course I can read music." I could barely read a newspaper. So I lied, basically. Anyway, we left Southampton, and then we went to Cherbourg in France, and then we crossed the Atlantic. And I think it took 5 days, and we were 2 days in, and I was playing away, and we had to back cabaret singers. I was just making it all up as I went along. And the band leader was sort of standing, he was old style kind of thing, he was conducting and everything, and one night he just came over to me and he says, "You can't read, can you?" And
You just bluffed your way the entire time.